Has India found their next Test cricket superstar?
Nitish Kumar Reddy has to be the find of this series. He seems to be someone who is a genuine match winner and someone who will stay within the Indian cricket circuit for a very, very long time. He's also a classic example of the eye test and of how numbers don't always tell you the complete story of a player. Now, there are certain players who get picked not by their numbers but because of the potential that they show either in the nets, practice sessions, or sometimes even during the matches. A prime example is Manas in the Australian setup. When he made his debut for the Australian team, he averaged in the low 30s, and it was a very surprise pick for someone like him to be picked for the Australian side to bat at number 3. And this is exactly what happened with Nitish Kumar Reddy too, when he was picked for the BGT series when he hadn't played a lot of first class matches. Before we get into the importance of Nitish Kumar Reddy in this Indian team, hit that subscribe button.
At the time in which Nitish Kumar Reddy along with Harshit Rana were picked for the Border Gavaskar trophy, their numbers paint very exciting pictures but not something that you would have thought would happen by the end of the series. Now, before the start of the Border Gavaskar trophy, Nitish Kumar Reddy averaged a mere 20.7 with the bat with not even a single first class century to show, and with the ball he averaged 26. Compare that to a Harshit Rana who had a brilliant first class batting average of 42.63, and with the ball too he averaged around 24. Not only that, Harshit Rana also had a first class century, and all in all, for people who were only going to look at the stats would clearly think that Harshit Rana would be a better batter as compared to Nitish Kumar Reddy. But come present day and by the end of the 4th test match, Nitish Kumar Reddy has a century at the MCG. He's also been very consistent in all of the test matches. Not only that, Harshit Rana was even dropped at some point in the series, but Nitish Kumar Reddy has come and played each of the test matches that has happened thus far.
Now, clearly numbers aren't everything, but there are few important factors that has worked for Nitish Kumar Reddy, the batter, and for why he has been successful so far. And the first and foremost and the most important thing as a test batter is your temperament. Nitish Kumar Reddy has shown over the last few weeks that he has the temperament to be a successful test batter. A glimpse of this was also shown when he played the T20 game for India and scored 74 under pressure. Now, of course, it's a different format, but in his case, temperament carries through the formats, and he has done that in the last few test matches. He's not only been able to attack while he's batting with the tail ender when the situation needs him to, but he's also biding his time and grinding out the bowlers and taking his own time to make sure he bats as long as possible. When you go back to the first match and first innings, when he made that all-important 42 runs, he was able to attack the Australian fast bowlers batting with the tail. And when you come to the 4th test match, when he scored that 100, he was able to grind out the Australian bowlers without losing his patience. And there were a couple of examples. The first was the first session of day 3, when the Australian bowlers were attacking him with the short ball. He wasn't swayed by it, he was ducking, and he was able to go through that session unhinged. And even after his 50, when the Australian bowlers were bowling it outside the off stump, trying to make Nitish Kumar Reddy chase the ball, he was okay leaving the balls again and again. He was okay with giving maiden overs to the Australian fast bowlers. And this is how you know that he has the temperament to play this format. And for a 21-year-old who's shown that he has the temperament, it also shows that he has the maturity to play the situation, to play with the batter that he's batting with, depending on if it's a tail or someone like a Washington Sundar. It clearly shows that he is made for this level.
Technically speaking, the one thing that works for Nitish Kumar Reddy, the test batter, is that he's not a bottom hand dominated player, and this means that not only is he able to play the ball fairly late and play it right under his eyes, but it also means that he plays with soft hands, and a lot of times his edges might not carry to the slip cordon. Something else that's also extremely refreshing about Nitish Kumar Reddy's batting is that he has an extremely high elbow. He's a very classical and orthodox player, but along with the goodness of all of that and being the classical make of a test batter, he also has the unorthodox shots to go with it. And building on the range of shots, not only does he have a good back foot game and front foot game, he gets a good stride in, and off the back foot too, he's able to get all of those punches in, something that the commentators have also spoken about repeatedly. Apart from all of this, he also has a solid defensive game where he plays the ball right under his eyes. Not only that, even in scenarios in the game where he got his century, there were different kinds of tactics that were used against him. Firstly, of course, the short ball barrage that he was able to counter pretty effectively by getting out of the way of the delivery itself. Not only that, he was also able to rotate strike almost at will. He was able to take those quick singles even when a lot of the other batters might have played those as dot balls. He was able to rotate the strike, and not only that, but he was also able to maneuver the field by the placements of the ball itself. And one more thing that he did well was to ensure that he attacked Nathan Lyon and Travis Head, the spinners of the side, every opportunity that he got. Something that eventually unsettled the Australians was the fact that Nitish Kumar Reddy was able to take the attack to the spinners, thereby ensuring that they do not settle and put pressure on a single batter.
Now, of course, as an all-rounder, you will be scrutinized with both bowling and batting and how you go about doing them. And this is what Nitish Kumar Reddy needs to improve on. As much as he is a decent bowler, he is not yet at a level where he can continuously give long spells to the captain in the test format. Interestingly, when Nitish Kumar Reddy made his debut for the Indian team, a lot of commentators were comparing Dennis Lilly's action to Nitish Kumar Reddy. Now, this in itself is a compliment, but if he can be half as good as what Dennis Lilly was, he'll be a great asset to the Indian team. Now, the main component of his bowling that he will need to improve on is his pace. And now we are not talking about him bowling 140 plus, but even if he can consistently bowl in the 130s, it will be very, very crucial, because when you're swinging the ball or seaming the ball at such good pace, it becomes a lot more difficult for the batters to play against you. With that, he needs to be more consistent with his line and length. He shouldn't be a bowler that gives a break to the fast bowlers, but he should be an addition where the captain chooses to bowl him to get a wicket. So we have seen shades of him having good spells and bowling consistently. He just needs to be able to do that for a longer time with good pace. Now, of course, it's easier said than done, but there are a lot of bowlers trying to increase pace, and there are a couple of things that you can do, and that is one, work on your power, and second, look at your technique and look at the intricacies of the fast bowling and try figuring out what's the best way for you to go forward and increase your pace. And couple of such example is that if you look at Nitish Kumar very closely, you would see his head falling over during his stride, which also causes loss of momentum. Because of this, he may not be able to pull his non-bowling arm down as fast as he wants to, and because of this, he might not be able to extract as much as pace that he thinks he is.
The reason why we talk about Nitish Kumar Reddy, the bowler, is because at the end of the day, he's already shown that he's pretty good with the bat, and there are also conversations already about him being in the top 6 of the Indian batting lineup. Additionally, if he can improve his bowling to a level where he becomes independently good enough to play even as a 5th bowling option, then it augurs really well for India's balance in the future. Coming to the conversation of Nitish Kumar Reddy being in the top 6, the only reason this has even come up is because of his performances with the bat in Australia. Also, with the likes of Virat and Rohit possibly coming to the end of their careers, there are going to be some batting slots that are going to open in that middle order. And what this means is, if Nitish Kumar Reddy can bat within the first 6, then it allows India that luxury to be able to play a pure bowler in their last 5. And this is important because if you have a strong bowling lineup, that at the end of the day is what is going to win you test matches, going to get you the 20 test wickets. This is also something that has been a template for so many successful teams around the world. You have Ben Stokes for England, Mitchell Marsh and Cameron Green for Australia, and you also have Daryl Mitchell and the likes of Glenn Phillips for New Zealand. And of course, if Nitish Kumar Reddy does bat at number 6, that means he's going to be a constant in the team because he's going to be playing as a batter. But now you have the luxury of him also bowling a few overs of pace-up seam for you. And this will hold true whether he plays at home or in the Sena countries.
Now, the next big question for Nitish Kumar Reddy would be if he is an all-format player or not. He's already made his T20 debut for the Indian team and now has made the Test debut. With the Champions Trophy nearing and the ODI series against England coming up in January, it'll be very interesting to see if Nitish Kumar Reddy is picked in the ODI side to play with Hardik Pandya or even as a backup for Hardik Pandya. Now, of course, he will bring balance in the red ball format, but he will continue to do that even in the white ball format too. Imagine a middle order where the Indian team has Hardik Pandya, Rinku Singh and Nitish Kumar Reddy. This will not only give you a solid middle order, but you're also playing 2 all-rounders who will give you extra bowling options. Now, something that is very, very important and the Indian team needs to keep in mind is the workload management. They went wrong with Hardik Pandya regarding this, and they will need to make sure that they don't go wrong with Nitish Kumar Reddy. For someone who might eventually play all formats and all matches and the IPL, it will be very important for the Indian team to make sure he is being taken care of and is not injury prone.
While it is still early days and there is still a lot of unproven ground for Nitish Kumar Reddy, just the glimpses of potential that he's shown and the fantasies that he might have already fulfilled for a lot of Indian cricket fans is something that is a joy to watch. Whether or not he can live up to this insane potential is something that only time will tell. One thing's for certain though, India have definitely found a new superstar, and if he manages to keep his head on his shoulders, then India have a very special player to work with. This has been our video on Nitish Kumar Reddy and what we think the future holds for him. Let us know in the comments if you agree with us and any other thing you want to say about him. Thank you so much for watching. All of our links are in the description. You can check out our Instagram, Twitter. We also have an email newsletter, so definitely sign up for that. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.